All right, guys, so I think that this has been probably the, outside of the events that you guys attend, I think this has been the one part of this LinkedIn project that the most people have asked questions about, and it is how do I write the memo? So what we've done is I had Anna and Lane go ahead and just write out an example memo. Okay, I have posted it in the week 14 content section for you guys to look at. You'll note that the memo is set up pretty much like the memos that we did early in the semester, right? So that's kind of one of the reasons we wrote those memos that early is so you guys have an idea of how to write those. So the format and all that should be the same. There are two key differences here, though. The original memo that we wrote was only a page long. This one's probably going to be 2 pages, at least a little over one single page, as you can see here. We've got 2 pages, okay? With that 2 pages, and we already had somebody in the class ask about this, yes, this is long enough that you are going to want to break this down into headers, into sections using these bolded headers here. They don't have to be anything fancy. It's just something simple so that we know when we're reading through it that we're moving on to a new section, we're moving on to a new topic, right? So go ahead and make sure you've got headers in here and that they're bolded so that you know, so we know that we're moving on to a new topic, whoever's reading these, okay? That was the one question there. I would make sure like that if you do have headers, that your headers are on a new page. If you had an instance here where it was split, the header and then the paragraph, I would put that on a new page like that, right? So that's the first difference is that these are longer memos, really. So they're going to require some headers. The next big difference, and this is the one that everybody seems to be really concerned about, is the appendix, okay? So the appendix really is not nearly as difficult as some people try to make it. It is literally just you taking the photos and screenshots that you were supposed to be taking throughout the semester for this assignment and putting them in the appendix, okay? That's all. That's all it is. Literally, like we see here, we labeled it assignment 4A, okay? And then just put the photo. So if you had a photo of like, let's see here, let's just go and pull up a professional event photo. Okay, so, you would just take this photo here and just place it into your memo, right? And that's assignment 4A photo. Same thing with 4B and assignment 5, 7, 8, 9, and so on and so forth. What you can do if you want to be a little extra fancy is when you reference those assignments inside of your memo, and this is what I would recommend doing because in a professional environment when you're creating these types of memos that have appendices and addendums and things like that, you are going to want to reference those appendices within the memo. So if you were talking about the professional event that you attended, you would say, see assignment 9 or see assignment 9A or whatever you labeled it in the appendix and say, something like see assignment 9 in the appendix. Something to that effect. That is what I would do. This does not have to be difficult, okay? This is the longest part of this assignment, but it really is a culmination of the entire semester, all the things you have done to work on your LinkedIn profile and your networking throughout the entire semester. It shouldn't be too difficult to get 2 pages out of that, plus these screenshots from the appendix. Obviously, if you guys do have any questions, please reach out to me. I am more than happy to try and answer those as best I can for you. But good luck on this. I'm excited to see them. Again, these aren't due until May 8th. So I'm just giving you guys a little bit of time to kind of finish these up and so you know what I'm looking for. Because like I said, this is going to be the part of the assignment that takes kind of the longest for you guys to do. If you're curious why we're having you do the appendices, it's because, quite honestly, I am not going to go through and check and make sure that each of you sent me a message. I get so many messages on LinkedIn that I just delete them after I've read them and responded to them. So I don't have your messages anymore. So you need to make sure that you were, that's why we stressed that you needed to be taking these screenshots as you sent them. All right. So if you have any questions or comments, concerns, anything like that, just reach out to me and I will be happy to address those. Thanks.